You rolling? Hi, I'm Timothy Mitchell, the Practical Printer, and welcome to my print lab.
Hello, everybody. My name is Timothy Mitchell, and I am the Practical Printer. An important element of printing, especially if you're a practical person, is finishing. People overlook it to their detriment. Being able to finish effectively is the final step before you can give it to the customer and then subsequently collect a check. So finishing is critical. Thinking about finishing is critical. In some ways, it wouldn't be a bad idea when you start thinking about what you're going to do in the sign and display industry by starting with finishing and working backward, because you're going to have to figure out a way to make it. Now, if you're in the market at all for making anything that's a board that's going to require very serious folding, creasing, knifing, routing, or anything along those lines, there is a new product that has arrived on the U.S. shores from, I'm old-fashioned, the Czech Republic, and it is called Comagraph. It is the Comagrav Notus Plus 3000. And I have Marc Rannow here from Cutworx to tell us all about it, because, Marc, this is a new product. It's never been in the U.S. before, but it has wide adoption in Europe. And it looks, at least from the specs that I see, to be absolute top of the line. I mean, this thing is luxe. I mean, it has very, very impressive specifications. So I'll turn it over to you, and you tell us all about the new Comagraph.
Yeah, well, thank you, Timothy. I appreciate it. So we are bringing over the first of its kind. It was a purpose-built machine to fit kind of a wide market space, from heavy-duty routing with 3D routing capabilities down to standard cutting for a sign shop with a knife or an oscillating tool or crease tool, things like that. The machine was designed with all of it in mind, and it's not a heavy-duty router where somebody added a knife to it, or a knife cutter that somebody put a big router on. It was built for this purpose in mind.
Fantastic. Looking at the specs, at least the one that you're bringing in, it appears that it has something I haven't seen before, which is a carbon fiber gantry.
Yeah, so we ordered this one with a few extra kind of upgrades. One
That's
of those
the plus,
is
then, right? The plus.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's also a wider gantry, but
Okay.
being carbon fiber, we save about 160 pounds. So the machine itself can be a little quicker, can accelerate a little faster, and can carry that load with ease. We've also
Okay.
ordered it with the machined aluminum bed instead of the phenolic bed. It stays truer, and it's flat. It's more flat off the bat, so it's a better table plate option.
Okay. So it looks like you're using all Mitsubishi servo motors.
Yeah.
Very high precise planetary gearboxes for the whole thing. That's excellent.
Get full rack and
Any
pinion
other?
drive.
Okay, excellent. Also very good. Tell me a little bit about your vacuum system.
So we do run the Becker high pressure vacuum pump. So it's one of the high volume, high pressure vacuum pumps to really hold that material in place while you're routing. So when you're using one of the large routing tools, you need to be able to hold that big piece of material in place.
Right.
And Becker does it best.
Yeah, that's a very impressive accessory, something that you definitely want to look at as a component. It has been my experience that many companies underestimate the necessary vacuum power that's going to be required, especially for larger beds.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We also include the waste extraction vacuum, which is another heavy duty vacuum system to pull that waste and debris off of the bed while you're cutting.
Yeah, that's really good. Very
Yeah.
much appreciated in that respect. Looks too like you guys are going to have a version that has an aluminum rather than a steel base or platen. Can you tell me a little about the surface of it?
Yep. So the common configuration is the phenolic table plate that's machined out for the vacuum bed. And in our version, we've decided to upgrade to the full aluminum vacuum bed, machined vacuum bed. So it's nice and flat, and it holds that flatness.
Okay. So it seems to me that this, at least looking at it, has this thing been designed all along to do both routing and knifing capability? Because you do seem to have, like, all the tools for a modular system that you can order. But from my experience, a lot of companies, it seems like they made one machine and then they just added on the ability to do routing. And it never really felt like a true router. Um,
Absolutely.
Whereas this one
Yeah,
sort of appears to be built for a particular universal function.
that's a good point. So the machine was designed from the ground up as a multi-function unit. So it's a heavy-duty router and knife cutting capabilities, but it was designed to do that right off the bat. It wasn't a light-duty machine that somebody put a router on, or a heavy-duty machine that somebody put a knife on. So yeah, the gantry will hold 3 tools. We'll have some knife tools, creasing tools, and then what equates to a 13 horsepower routing spindle on the machine.
Okay, tell me a little bit about software. Does it run and work and integrated? I mean, I'm a third-party software guy, so my software is Print Factory, Onyx, Caldera, Flexi. I'm assuming that any of the any of the standard third-party softwares on the market would work quite well with this.
Absolutely. It'll open a standard PDF or DXF file, a couple other formats. But we're working with the layered file type with registration marks and whatever lines you've defined in your design file. Any RIP can output a file. It'd be pretty simple.
Okay. So also I see there's sort of a laser Z sensor that you have for automatic tool length measurement. So I'm assuming that's all, largely standardized automatic as well.
Yeah, so built into the machine, it does have a tool changer for the router bits. So you kind of have to have a way for the machine to measure the tip of those bits so you get a nice true cut. So built in is the laser Z measuring station where it picks up a bit, goes over and measures that bit, or a knife tool if needed, and it sets the depth perfectly for you.
Okay. And it's 13 horsepower on that spindle.
Yeah, 9.6 kilowatt or 13 horsepower, 24,000 RPM. Yep,
Wow.
it's heavy duty.
Speaking of heavy duty, I was looking at the weight. You're like 5,600 pounds.
Yeah, that's
I think it weighs
welded
more than my
steel.
Ford F-150 does.
I don't know. If you got an aluminum one, maybe. Uh,
No, I didn't.
but it's the welded steel frame and the aluminum table plate and the heavy duty fixtures, the motors. Yeah, it's a heavy duty machine.
Okay. So is it fair to say that you guys are going to be competing pretty much in the very top end spectrum of the market for this?
Absolutely. Yeah, this is a very competitive machine to cover a gamut of materials in any type of a shop. So yes.
Okay. Does it have a standard bed size that goes out to a size? What are your general what are the options on modularity for size?
In this case, we're doing an 82 by 120, but there are a couple other sizes available in this machine.
Okay. And the machine is going to be having its inaugural debut where?
Printing United this fall, booth number 848. We're going to show it
848.
off.
The Cutworx booth is going to have this on display and operating. I'm assuming you'll bring the folks over from, I think they call themselves Czechia now, but Czech Republic works better for me.
Yeah, that's what I've always called it too, the Czech Republic.
Okay.
Yes, there'll be a couple of people coming from the factory to help us out.
Excellent. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'll certainly be spending some time at the Cutworx booth. It sounds like you guys have a host of new products that you're going to be introducing and releasing at the show, and this is one of the highlights. And
Yeah.
I saw this out there and went, hey, that's a really nice CNC router multi-tool. I think we need to talk about it.
All right. Well, I appreciate it, Timothy, and I can't wait to see you guys and you at the booth Printing United this fall.
Fantastic. Looking forward to it. Thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you.
Folks, Practical Printer, all about finishing. So if you're interested in seeing this new Comagraph 3000, the Cutworx booth at Printing United 2025 is the place to see it. Thank you very much, everyone.